worldwide political power of TV soap is highlighted on BBC2 now in the final programme about propaganda on the screen. We have ways of making you think.
On Monday, in a Film 92 special, I'll be talking to the uncrowned Queen of Hollywood, Meryl Streep, about her long reign as cinema's leading dramatic actress.
I think you have to have food and you have to have wine.
I'll be asking her about her career, her choice of roles, and whether Hollywood values and respects its female stars.
But women do open pictures. They do it all the time.
And in a departure from her usual more serious roles, she talks about her latest film, Death Becomes Her.
But I sort of couldn't resist it. It was so deliciously evil.
Meryl Streep stars in a Film 92 special on Monday night at 10 to 11 on BBC1.
There's a feature on Barry Norman's interview with Meryl Streep in the New Radio Times, which also includes complete listings for all television and satellite channels.
In half an hour, Victor Meldrew's accused of murder, but this time he hasn't put his foot in it. It's someone else's grave. First, a question mark hangs over the precise whereabouts of the feet of Griff Rhys-Jones.
From where I'm standing, I...
On Tuesday, Omnibus profiles the legendary Hollywood director John Ford.
He was an instinctive con man, but what a magnificent director he was.
Rare archive footage and stars of his best-loved films reveal the man behind the myth.
He was tough. He was tougher than hell. But he was not really a physical man. He was an artist. He was a poet.
And John Ford's classic western, She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, follows the first of this Omnibus two-part special, starting on Tuesday at 10:25 on BBC1.
In half an hour, the guests with Peter Sissons on Question Time are the Employment Secretary Gillian Shepherd, Labour's Home Affairs spokesperson Joan Ruddock, the National Students' Union President Lorna Fitzsimons, and businessman Tim Waterston. Now, who would be in Victor Meldrew's shoes? With one foot in the grave, no thanks.
The government's Green Paper has begun the debate on the future of the BBC.
Well, I think they should stop fighting the ITV companies and going for the mass audience and stick to the quality productions for which they've been so famous.
And as for me paying £80 and I don't even watch BBC, I object to that too.
BBC should keep a mixed programme of all films, comedies, documentaries, everything. They shouldn't scrap it whatsoever. People like the BBC.
Extending Choice, the BBC's contribution to the debate, is now available from bookshops or at your local library.
In an hour's time here on BBC1, it's Steve Davis against Darren Morgan and Stephen Hendry versus Alan McManus in the last two quarterfinals of the UK Snooker Championship. First, Peter Sissons and his guests meet around the table for Question Time.